YouTube channel. Let's get into Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 9 Reunion Part 2. Okay, so at this point, I don't even know why they're giving us 4 parts, because the first half has been drawn out and boring as hell. Again, we pretty much got nowhere. And I understand the reunion is for them to, revisit the events that happened, the drama that happened, and, all come together and discuss it. But it was just as boring and drawn out as the first part. The only thing that really shifted, if that's the word I want to use, the reunion was the situation with Sheree. It was pretty sad. Obviously what happened with her, but she talked about basically what happened with her and Bob in Hawaii when he was making a joke of, him abusing her, saying that he should have just took off her seatbelt and let her fly through the window. This is back when they were together. And about him choking her. He didn't choke her long enough or hard enough because she was still able to breathe. And just being an asshole, basically. And again, it was hard to watch because obviously Bob was completely out of order for the stuff that he was saying. But it was also very hard to watch because we are not used to seeing Sheree in that mode of her being very emotional or anything like that, because Sheree always comes off as a very strong and very, she holds it together, and everybody has their weak moments. And it was hard to watch, but it was good to see Sheree being human and the women supporting her, letting her know that you're going to have your weak moments. You're Superwoman, but you can't take on and handle everything. But it was, that was like the most, what I've got out of the reunion. Other than that, it was nothing. I just feel like they're getting the soft stuff out the way to lead the next 2 for the big shebangs of with the Candy and the Phaedra in the Portia situation. They're leaving that to the last 2. They have to be, because these first 2 were just so drawn out and just so pointless. I'm trying to think of what else happened. So we talked about Sheree and Bob, and she talked about also how she never told anybody. She has never talked to her daughters, her mother. She always held it in, made excuses for him. And about him leaving, I guess when they were married, he just disappeared for 6 months. Bob was a horrible ass husband. Like, I don't even know how Sheree's was even considering just taking him back. He's not attractive. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say he's not attractive. It seems like he's okay, like he has a cool side to him, but all that stuff he pulled her through, child, please, no. Sheree is not an ugly woman. She has a lot going for herself. She could just go ahead and just find her somebody else. She don't need Bob. She don't need that. Oh yeah, Candy and Phaedra more argued than threw shots at each other. But they got to talk about the situation with Phaedra bringing Johnny on to sue Candy. And of course, Phaedra doesn't see what she has done wrong. And I just don't get, like, okay, if you're not friends with someone anymore, that's fine. You guys do not have to be friends. Your friendship could be over. But now just move on. Stop trying to bring more damage onto the situation. And that's what Phaedra was doing. And I'm not going to say Candy was a perfect friend, but that's what Phaedra was doing by even entertaining the fact that Johnny wanted to sue Candy. And now, like Candy said, Johnny started working for her so long ago, and then it just all of a sudden he's deciding to sue her when the camera started rolling again. Of course that looks suspicious. It looks suspicious as hell. But it's Phaedra. She has to figure out some type of way. You know, she need a little story up in there, even though she got her stuff going on with Apollo, but her friendship with Kandi is also a part of her storyline, as it is with, you know, Phaedra's friendship with, Kandi's friendship with Phaedra is a part of hers. But I just don't understand why she didn't think that and look phony as hell and crazy. Like, you're finna bring this dude in to sue me and then gonna say on national TV after you were doing the calculation she was only paying him $2 and some change an hour. First of all, you look like you Phaedra, you're looking like you are trying to represent this boy, even though this man, I should say. Even though you're saying that you just wanted to sit back and see, you know, if he had a case or not. You're a lawyer. You can put that shit together yourself. You don't need to be there. You know if this boy can have a case or not. It's just whether these people want us to take it on or not. And you were sitting there encouraging the whole situation. You could have really said, hey, Johnny, no, thank you, but here goes some other information. I'm finna, you know, move along. Girl, stop trying to act like you wouldn't. I cannot do Phaedra. She's really up there like, what? Why would I sit there and do that with you? What? Girl, bye. Like, who you trying to convince? I'd rather you be like, yeah, because I don't fuck with you no more. But no, you're sitting up there really like, what? He had a case. And I just wanted to see, I can't even talk about what happened with, girl, bye, shut up. Shut up. You don't even know what's going on in your own fucking marriage divorce. Girl, bye. Phaedra, I'm through. Next. What else happened? They talked about Matt and Kenya. Stuff I mean, it wasn't no, like, nothing new that we already didn't know. I guess I should say, like with Sheree, how she talked about how she never, you know, told nobody, and, you know, a little bit more stuff of what, you know, Bob used to do to her and stuff. But Kenya, her situation is very unfortunate too with Matt, and she was just in love with him. She's claiming that her relationship with him was very real. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the flow and just say, okay, her relationship with Matt was very real. I don't know, y'all. The reunion is starting off real slow, so hopefully next week it pick up. I really don't have too much to say about it. I don't know if I'm missing anything. I thought I was gonna get in front of this camera and have so much more to say about this reunion. I you know, let it sit. I watched it earlier today. Had it on my DVR. Let it sit, process it. Thought of, you know, if I could go back and be like, oh yeah, this happened. Nope, nothing. So the next two reunions gonna have to be popping off. It's gonna have to be popping off with all this drama and Kandi screaming and howling and crying and Portia crying, and I don't know. They could have really, they could at least made it 3, 4. I guess. All right, so I'm sorry. Nothing really much to say about this. Phaedra proved that she really filed for divorce whenever she brought receipts. So we got proof on that. That's pretty much it. But other than that, that was it for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, whatever, share. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
I want it. Asserted 2 times already. She ready. She throw cake where I sit up, go crazy. I throw tips in the air, now she hate me. I bite on her lip, tell her fasten it. I'm about to go hard on the gas again. The tree make me fuck her so passionate. She's running.